Hello! I didn't know whether I would make a video today, but I decided I was going to. Because I'm curious myself about these celebrities that have supported Trump. Firstly, why? Someone asked this. So, I think obviously the racism and his horribleness must appeal to them somewhere deep down inside. That's why, I think. But the person mentioned, and it was Afro Kitty. You asked the question, and thanks for asking. It's a good question. You mentioned Anthony Sabato Jr., for example, and wanting to look at them and see what is the deal. Why have they chosen to align with someone like Trump when they have a very good exposure to being around places where they have more opportunities to expand his horizons, like travel and things like that, through the arts with acting. And you wonder, how come he's so dumb? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. So I'll just be transparent from now on, no filter. Well, there will be filter for advertisements. I need money. But I'll say what I can get away with. I think that, okay, I just read very briefly to find out his birthday, and his birthday is, well, he's a Pisces. And again, no hating on Pisces. I have a lot of Pisces rising and moon. So, but having said that, I know what kind of way some Pisces can be. I had an ex that was a Pisces. And maybe he's one of those. I don't know. I haven't looked at his chart. I'm going to take my glasses up because I don't need them for right now. It's when I'm looking further that I need them. So let's just take Anthony Sabato Jr., for example. And as I was saying, in his interview, he said that he's had to sell everything he owned, pack up, and move to Florida because he got blacklisted for supporting Trump, and that he's having to reduce to basically working in construction in Florida. Well, somebody needs to tell Anthony Sabato that was his choice, and these are called consequences. I don't know what kind of anything really about Anthony Sabato Jr. I know the name, and never found him worthy of my attention. Yeah. But, and I'm sure many of you probably feel that way too. He's kind of like a B-lister, kind of like, okay. He's got all that privilege, and that's where he's at in Hollywood. What does that tell you? I mean, Hollywood's not perfect. It has Weinsteins and all of that going on. But, and they love to throw that West Coast hate and make somebody like Harvey, who, God, I don't even know, was he even born in California? If you want to make it about location as producing people that suck, every location in the world it has that yin and yang, folk. So that's just dumb. But California, we get a lot of hate from a lot of jealous people that don't make it or that have expectations. Um, there's pros and cons about every state, you know, but his whimpering about the rejection is just so typical. That he had to, it's like, well, quit whining, Anthony. You made the choice. You support somebody like this so much. That's the choice you made. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear you whine. He's got some sort of, I think, ideas of trying to run for office, but I have a feeling that he can continue to work construction, and that's probably as far as his future is going to hold. Save maybe an infomercial or home, was that one that Tom Selleck does? Maybe he'll be the next one to do that. Trying to get people to lose more money or change their mortgage, whatever that is. I forget what that is. I don't know. Don't even want to think about it. So we're going to look at Anthony Sabato and just asking not only about him, because none of these people like Scott Baio and the celebrities that do support him are whack. I mean, they're nobody that I could say, wow, that's a shame. They had so much talent. What, I can't understand. None of that. Ted Nugent, it all speaks for itself. So let's just take a look at why are these celebrities, as the question was asked, what is their angle with aligning with Trump? Because it's so toxic. Why are they doing it? Now, I feel personally, like I've said, why they're doing it, because they identify with his nasty sentiments somewhere deep down inside. There's a little bit like that of lightness within them, and that's why it appeals to him or them. Oh, Kirstie Alley, she's another one, but she's already kind of checked out of using her own judgment well. What is up with these people? So I'm using the Common Threads deck, and this is it's an oracle deck by Marie Palmer. You can get it on Etsy. It's a very neat deck. It's kind of in some ways similar, but not the same as the Kathy Nichols type of deck that we've used on here. That's crazy. That I've used on here before. But I was meaning like me and you. You're part of... Okay. Anyhow. Let's see. What's up with these celebs that don't have any brains? That clearly are committing career suicide for a man that is certainly not worth it. They really are out to lunch. I'd say these people must be just as aloof and as disconnected as he is to begin with to even think that what he's proposing makes sense. All right. Child. Wildness. Marriage? No. Firstly, what I'm getting, jumping out at me, is the child and the wildness card. And here's child. And wildness. So there's a part of these people that is not mature. okay? And that they don't want to have, they're not good with boundaries. Children are still learning about boundaries. But these people, for some reason, have remained stunted where boundaries, personal boundaries, and awareness, self-awareness is concerned. And they've not refined with maturity and experience, though they've had it, they've just not grabbed onto that and brought it into themselves. They have not brought that married it within themselves. That marriage and the child and wildness is like they just have not advanced. They have not grown into becoming more of a grown-up. So there is more of a childlike understanding or perception, acceptation of the world. They are more willing and gullible to believe this stuff. They have refused, and in the no card, it is, to see, to speak, to hear, and to see. Just absolutely no. To bring harmony and commitment. Marriage card is about long-term strength and the ability to create strong relationships that are healthy and that last. And so the marriage card has the aspect of maturity of a person and learning how to interact with other people. These people haven't done that, is what it says. That's the one thing in common they all have. They're just as childish as Trump. And somewhere they are missing the boundary thing. Kanye, all them. Possibilities. Falls under child. Again, we're dealing with, they don't recognize limitations nor honor them. That's a problem. They have a very childlike perspective about possibilities of what they can do. There's no doors are shut. Nothing is there's no to them. You don't tell me no. This is an attitude also. This is compassion, and it's falling under wildness and next to possibilities. And the compassion card here talks about where you become more aware about other people's feelings, how you make other people feel. But I think the wildness of the supporters excites them. They identify with that childness and that stubbornness to mature and to grow up and be a grown-up, to become more aligned. They're out of alignment somewhere in their life, in an inner core value. That's why. Speaking truth. And community. This is their little group. And I feel like some of these people will change, because we do have the possibilities card, and then when we go across them we have compassion, speaking truth, and community. there are some of these people, I think, that may yet be willing to listen to the greater community and be accepted with compassion and realizing what they've done, or and how they got swept up and that they were out of control. I think there are legitimately people out there. But what they're lacking, they're just too hostile. Okay. And they need, and they want a community that they can identify with. But they tend to also have a problem keeping marriages, I think they burn bridges. Also, the feeling here is that they're burning bridges. They certainly are, of course, with work. Yeah, of course they're probably blacklisted. Nobody wants to work with somebody like that. They're horrible. Yeah, I support fascism. No. Hollywood knows that's not cool. You can say what you like about it. It's far from perfect, but they at least know that much. More of them do. Flow. Yeah. They liked and were excited by the ideas. The childlike, there is no, this power kick. This never-ending flow of what Trump was putting out there. Wheel of Fortune. You know what? They're going to get consequences for how they behaved, and they're showing their lack of compassion will be bounced right back at them. And the truth will be, they are going to look foolish for backing him, aligning him, because more and more is going to come out. And that alignment with him is just going to be a black eye. But now, then they're going to be wanting to all of a sudden go with the flow. Night. Some of them will join those hidden nut jobs, the extremists, I believe, underground. Yeah, with night. And no, and community. I think some of them will be secretively involved with supporting some of those groups. That may come out. Marriage, speaking truth, sight. Could be exes that, or people that have known them for a long time. All I know is the truth will be revealed, and they're going to look dumb and foolish and stubborn about it. I feel like if they haven't already, they may hook up and with those hidden underground type of groups that call themselves now the resistance, that are not, nothing original with these people. Okay, there's nothing new under the sun, but really, can't you come up with your own word? That's our word. So they are going to be there. All I can say is I'm shown that their past actions, that where they lacked compassion and empathy and were aligned, this is just going to be a bad deal for them. And it will be into the future with sight, flow, Wheel of Fortune, Sight, Night. A lot of them will jump off the radar and may go underground and become cults of personality, if you will, even. There's a feeling of that cultish commune type of network of weirdos feeling. And this was on Sabato Jr., all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, because this is an entertainment channel. Ding ding! We get joy, and what else? Peace. I also think reclaiming power. Hollywood would, all I can say is Hollywood's going to do just fine without them. Plenty of other people. It's going to actually, I think, end up where they're working on their own issues, where there's so much white privilege in Hollywood that we need to see more diversity, the disabled, the people of color, LGBTQIA, I can't talk today, on the screen. That's going to happen. So that'll be more fun. We're already starting to see it. Be great when people can film again. Right, Bear? Bearcat is feeling better. Yes. Come on over. Come on over, boo. So that's what I get with regard to them. Hey, Bear. So just very quickly, I want to see what else they want to say. And I'll finish this off. I've got a bear cat that might come into the picture here. There's Bear. Say hi, Bear. Can you say hi? Yeah. So I guess that reading is now complete. We've gotten Bear's sign up of approval. I am now becoming cat furniture and needed. Well, anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Bear is feeling better, and I guess that's my reading that I'm going to accomplish for now. I'm going to spend some quality time with my kitty. This is my grandbaby. Bearina. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. See you in the next video, bear permitting.